Hey there, welcome to my YouTube series called Ecommerce Agency Wisdom. And I'm joined today by Neil. Most people know him, Neil, Mr. Mustache Forrest from Gorgias.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
What we're doing is every week we have a new person that's known in the industry that shares something, a little bit of wisdom based on what they wish they knew back then that they've learned now. And it will come as no surprise that the main topic that Neil's going to be talking about is partnerships.
Okay, yeah. So I'm Neil Forrest from Gorgias. I've worked in e-commerce and digital and just sort of website development and design and everything to do with that for about 10 or 11 years now. It was my first job out of uni. It was selling for a digital agency, and then that ended up being me specializing in e-commerce. And then during that time, I've done various different roles and have finally found partnerships as the thing that I truly love. Like, I love my job. And hopefully I can impart some wisdom today.
Okay. So imparting wisdom, what you wish you knew about partnerships, what should other people learn about partnerships now that you have to learn the hard way?
There's probably a couple of things. The first one that I wanted to mention, and this is really quite high level, it may seem obvious, but I simply wish that I'd discovered partnerships as a career and as a role before I did, for a few different reasons. First things first, when I first started working partnerships and really getting into it, I realised that most business around the world globally, not just in e-commerce, is done via partnerships. I think it's like, I can't remember what the body is. It's like the Global Trade Organization. And they estimated that about 75% of all trade worldwide is done via partnerships. And when I heard that, I was like, okay, wow, this role that I'm doing can really make an impact on not just my business, but multiple businesses. So that was like the first sort of wake up call. And then thinking, what I then started to realize was that this sort of, the partnerships is not just about two businesses which complement each other, but it's often between competitors as well. And this was like the first thing that I wish I'd learned years before I started working in partnerships, was that just because someone is a competitor doesn't mean that you can't have a valuable partnership, and you can't be friends with that person and, like, not hate them when you see them at an event. And I think that was something that I maybe suffered from when I was younger and a bit more immature. I was like, okay, that person's a competitor, we can't. And then when I joined Gorgias and I started working with like multiple agencies around Europe, what I noticed was that some of the best agencies were the ones that were collaborating together. The ones that were sharing leads. Whenever they were too busy, they would share it with a competitor. And vice versa, or something wasn't a good fit, they would share it. And that is something that, I wish I'd learned a long time before I learned it, is the value of being friends with your competitors where possible, and sharing the wins and the losses, which everyone has.